This hour, the House Appropriations Committee chairwoman saying an agreement has been reached on a continuing resolution to fund the United States government. Ylan Moy joins us from Washington with the latest. But Ylan, I thought we were in a position where any senator could slow this down. So I don't know if this is just an agreement in the House or something that we can anticipate will actually be passed by the Senate as well. What's the deal?
Yeah, Becky, this process is a little bit complicated, but it starts with an agreement on a timeline, and Democrats are now saying that they have that agreement with Republicans to fund the government ahead of tomorrow's deadline at midnight. Chairwoman Rosa DeLauro is saying that the deal would last through February 18th. It doesn't include any special funding measures or so-called anomalies beyond a $7 billion allocation for Afghanistan refugees. She said that the House will vote on this measure today, and then it would head over to the Senate. Unclear how long it would take the Senate to process this vote because of that threat from conservatives to delay any votes because of their opposition to the president's vaccine mandates. There is little doubt that this will eventually pass in the Senate, but if some conservatives do draw out this process, that could mean that the Senate would miss the Friday at midnight deadline in order to fund the government, send the government into a technical shutdown, but then eventually pass this bill sometime over the weekend. So the important thing is now they have an agreement on a date. That date would be February 18th. Now the question mark is, how long will it take them to actually finally pass this vote?
There are no more levers for the Treasury Department, for the Secretary of the Treasury or anybody else to pull to say, even if it doesn't get passed by midnight, that what's a technical shutdown look like at this point?
Yeah, a technical shutdown would be one that just lasts for a few hours. You know, when we think about government shutdowns in the past, that means people don't get paid, they can't show up to work, critical missions perhaps aren't underway. In this case, when the government is only shut down for a few hours, you know, there's very little real world impact. So that actually creates an opening for some conservatives to say, hey, we just want to take the full time to debate some of these really important measures like a vaccine mandate, in order to draw attention to these issues when there's very little real world pain to be had if they do so.
The federal government is deploying dozens of additional U.S. military medical personnel in an effort to support civilian healthcare workers on the front lines of the coronavirus pandemic. The Department of Defense will be sending 3 teams of medical professionals to Michigan and New Mexico beginning next week. They will join a handful of teams already working in 5 states across the country in response to FEMA's request asking for aid in some of the nation's beleaguered hospitals. David Clays is the president of the Beaumont Hospital in Dearborn, Michigan, and he joins us now for more on this. David, welcome. Thank you for being with us. So FEMA is sending 22 U.S. Army personnel to your hospital as additional support.
As the world waits for the impact of the Omicron coronavirus variant against current vaccines, countries where vaccines are prevalent are losing patience with those who haven't gotten the jab. Germany, in the midst of a big COVID surge, has just announced it is banning unvaccinated people from all but the most essential businesses. They'll also face contact restrictions in private settings. In South Africa, where Omicron is fast becoming the dominant variant, the premier of the country's most populous province is urging people to get vaccinated immediately amid what he called a situation of great concern. And in the coming hours, US President Joe Biden will lay out his plans for those reluctant to get the shots ahead of a possible winter surge.
We're going to begin, though, with the news that the Omicron variant has been detected here in America. The first confirmed case of the strain was found in San Francisco in a person who was vaccinated but who has not gotten their booster shot just yet. So far, only 21% of eligible adults in this country have been given the booster. That leaves more than 100 million vaccinated people who have not received a booster and may have declining immunity. Nancy Cordes is at the White House with the latest on the government's response. Good morning to you, Nancy.
Good morning, Gail. The president is going to be unveiling a new set of policies today designed to help make things a little smoother this winter, a winter that now features this unpredictable new variant. The plans are meant to reduce the transmission of COVID and to bring down the cost of at-home testing.
We'll fight this variant with science and speed, not chaos and confusion.
Starting early next week, the Biden administration will require all international air travelers to get tested within 1 day of departure instead of 3.
It's relatively straightforward. We're prepared to implement it as soon as they want us to implement it.
The administration will also extend mask mandates on public transit through mid-March. It'll also launch family vaccination clinics and require health insurers to cover 100% of the cost of at-home COVID tests. The new measures come 1 day after the first case connected to the new variant was detected here in the U.S.
The sequence was confirmed at the CDC as being consistent with the Omicron variant.
The infected individual lives in San Francisco, but returned from South Africa on November 22nd, just a few days before scientists there revealed the existence of the new variant. The traveler tested positive a week later.
The evidence that an individual with Omicron identified by sequencing actually has mild symptoms, is improving, I think is a testimony to the importance of the vaccinations.
The CDC has directed airlines to provide the names of any passengers who traveled to the 8 southern African nations near where the variant was first detected within the past 14 days. The California traveler was vaccinated, but did not have a booster shot, and U.S. officials are mulling over the possible necessity of an Omicron-specific booster.
The administration has been in contact with the pharmaceutical companies to go ahead and take the steps in case we need it. But the mistake people would make is to say, let me wait and see if we get one. If you're eligible for boosting, get boosted right now.
All U.S. adults now eligible for a booster if it's been 6 months since that Pfizer or Moderna vaccine.
Well, I think you've hit it, Melissa. You know, last month we saw consumer confidence bounce up, and we were hopeful that this was a sign that we were going to resume the upward trend. But unfortunately, we've now trended down. And the reason is because of inflation. And people are telling us now that things are getting very expensive. When you break it down by demographics, it's the 55 plus demographic that scored the lowest or had the lowest levels of consumer confidence, as well as the lower income folks. And then when you start looking at purchase intent by category, what has come way down are purchases of automobiles and the intent to buy houses. So these are the things that have been really pushing sales in the economy over the past few months, and this came down. Now, I have to point out that this survey was cut off before Omicron was even known as a possibility here. I suspect, Melissa, that if we did the Consumer Confidence Index today, you would see even lower numbers, because not only do you have inflation as the worry, but you would then have the potential result in Omicron. And that's what I think is affecting these big retail stocks today that are mostly land or, bricks and mortar based.
Right. And I would imagine, too, that, when businesses take a look at this data, Steve, they take a look at the state of the consumer and think, at what point does confidence numbers actually spill over into spending patterns at their businesses? And the old argument used to be, well, wages are good, household debt is down at historic levels, down to low levels, I should say. And so the consumer is stronger than ever. So we shouldn't be worried about inflation. At this point, what is the real takeaway of this situation?
Well, if you have a lot of money, the higher income classes are fine. But the majority of the spending comes from the center, and that's getting hit right now. So I think inflation is a big worry, and it looks like it's going to be not transient, but it's going to be stickier, as the Fed chair said. So if that happens, we're projecting an inflation rate of close to 4%, high 3% for 2021. In 2022, we had hoped that would come down closer to 3%. But if it's stickier, it means that these prices will continue to take more and more of the income, and so therefore all the discretionary spending goes away. I don't think it's going to be a big impact here for the 2021 holiday season, Melissa. It looks like all that inventory is in. It looks like, you have opportunities here to buy online, and that's kind of what we've been seeing over the month of November, even though, Cyber Monday and Black Friday was a little weaker than was expected. It was down versus year ago. It happened earlier, and it's happening online. So, what's going to be problematic here are the bricks and mortar retailers who don't have a great online presence. And then into next year, the question is, if this keeps going, what's going to happen to GDP? Because so much of this, of the dollars are getting inflated here.
Moving on now, the US and NATO allies have issued a stark warning to Russia, saying that there will be serious consequences if Russia acts against Ukraine. NATO General Secretary Jens Stoltenberg and US Secretary of State Antony Blinken had some harsh words for Russia as the foreign ministers of NATO gathered in Latvia to discuss the increased military activity along the Ukraine border.
There will be a high price to pay for Russia if they once again use force against the independent sovereign nation, Ukraine. We have demonstrated our ability to impose costs, economic, political actions, and also over the years also increased our military presence in this region, just to make sure that all allies are totally defended and protected against any Russian aggressive actions.
It would be of great concern to the United States, as they would to Latvia, and any renewed aggression would trigger serious consequences.
Russian President Vladimir Putin responded by cautioning the West not to cross the Kremlin's red lines.
Дело не в том, чтобы вводить там войска, не вводить, воевать, не воевать, а дело в том, чтобы наладить отношения по созданию более справедливого, устойчивого развития и учета интересов в области безопасности всех участников международной деятельности. Вот если мы будем искренне к этому стремиться, то никаких угроз никто не будет испытывать.
Jeremiah 51, verse 5. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 5. For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, or Salakia of the Lord of hosts. You see that? You hear that? Hey, listen. Hey, listen up, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Hey, you have not been forsaken. You have not been forsaken of your God, man. This is what y'all seem to not understand, man, or realize, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans walking around here, man, walking around Babylon the Great, aka America, as if you have no power, man. Trusting in this world, trusting in this government, trusting in Esau, the so-called white man, who is the oppressor, who is the enemy, who is Satan, the devil, Lucifer, Edom, Esau, Idumea, the red child of the scriptures. You people are literally forgetting that you have a power, man. Hey, listen up. You have a power, and his name is Yahweh, who you instantly call God. And he has a son, who you instantly call Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shah. Hey, listen up. They haven't forsaken you, man. All the day long, the Lord's hand is stretched out. This is why you got men such as myself, all right, such as our elders at Great Millstone, who preach this truth, man, day in and day out, man, out on the highways and byways and on the internet, man. All right, so you could get this truth and come back to the Father. Man, hey, look, man, this place is over with. Did you see the news? Did you see the media? I say, hey, man, Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, this place is over with, man. And still and yet, the Most High hand is still stretched forth, man. Because as long as we preaching this word, hey, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you have a chance to get yourself right, man. Hey, it's high time to wake up out of sleep, man, and come back to the Most High, man. Come back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man, because we have not been forsaken. But guess what? Only the elect and the 1/3 is going to do that. I say 2/3, 66.6% of you hard-headed, rebellious-ass Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so-called, which you are the biblical Israelites, you ain't going to come back, man. All right, you gonna willingly stay lost, man. But it is what it is, man. Because guess what? You have not the eyes to see or the ears to hear, man. And it's that simple, man. Verse 5, for Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. And we the ones that went off, man. All right? And 2/3 of you still going off, man, and don't want to correct yourself, man, and will not correct yourself. The scriptures tell you what? Verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon. Hey, man, come out of this American thinking, man. This place is over with. What is wrong with you people, man? Inflation going through the roof. These people, man, having trouble keeping the government open, man. These people trying to pass a debt ceiling just to kick the can down the road again. But guess what? It's gonna come right back up in February, man. Man, hey, listen, man. In February, a lot of shit gonna be going down, man. I'm telling you, man. So all you people out here that went out here and got this vaccination, went out here and got this Maxine Waters, this Avengers juice, this magic potion. Yeah, man, you done went and did it for no reason, man. This place is over with, man. It's over with. This place will, hey, man. Hey, the Most High about to have a liquidation sale, man. Guess who going out of business, man? America, man. All right? Having a going out of business sale, man. This is what's going on, man. And you damn simple ass Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you doing in and everything in your power to try to hold this damn system up, man. But unfortunately for you, it ain't gonna be held up, man. All right, this place is finna go down, man. The scriptures say, flee out of the midst, man. You supposed to be coming back to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. You see that? You're supposed to be trying to deliver your soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. You see that? This is the Lord's vengeance. This is what you people living in, man. This is the Lord's vengeance, man. And y'all out here just thinking it's just some everyday simple ass thing that's going on out here in this world, man. And key word, I said world, man. Not just city, not just town, not just state, not just country, not just over here in on this continent. No, man. World, man. All type of shit going on, man. This is the Lord's vengeance, man. It's the big payback, man. This is what you living in, man. And you simple ass Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you want to side with the enemy instead of coming back to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You want to side with the enemy and try to uphold this place? Don't you know this is the Lord's vengeance? So since you want to side with the enemy, since you want to commit treason, your ass gonna be put to death, man. Your simple ass gonna be put to death, man. You damn treasonous. Verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad, man. And these nations are mad, man. You know, man, look over there at Turkey, man. Lira done damn collapsed, man. You think Turkey ain't mad? Turkey over there pissed off, man. And the rest of these nations finna be pissed off, man, for following the lead of the whore, man. The whore that rideth upon the beast, man. AKA America, man. You see NATO, man. You see the beast system trying to push forward its agenda, man. Not understanding that all, hey, man, anybody that's connected to this beast, it's gonna collapse, man. And guess what? Every single nation is connected to the beast, man. And all these nations are about to be mad, man, because all these nations are about to be in some tribulation, man. Some hard, troubling times, man. They say Babylon is suddenly falling, aka America is suddenly falling and destroyed, man. This place is falling, man. Inflation over here tearing America ass up, man. tearing it up. They don't know what to do, man. They don't know whether to shut the government down, keep the government open. Hey, man, either way it go, ain't no saving it, man. All right? Because you keep the government open, guess what? You got to print more money. Print more money, you're going to raise inflation. If you shut the government down, then guess what? That's people without receiving any type of pay. So therefore the economy going to still tank. So damned if you do, damned if you don't, man. This is the trick bag that the Most High got America in, man, and ain't no getting out of it, man. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed, man. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, B, she may be healed. And it ain't no, hey man, ain't no icy hot, ain't no Bengay, ain't no Tiger Balm. Hey, it ain't no healing this place, man. I don't give a damn how many damn stimulus packages you damn idiots continue to print up. Quantitative easing. Hey, fucking 0% on interest rates. It don't matter, man. This place is over with, man. Homeless rate is all-time high. Unemployment, all-time high. Hey, man, this place is over with, man. All these damn small businesses going out of business. Damn housing market about to crash. Hey, man, listen, man. If you a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, according to your father, not according to your skin color, I don't care if you look like, I don't care if you white as goddamn George Bush. If your dad is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are indeed an Israelite. And it's high time for you to wake up out of sleep and come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Father, man. And do the commandments to the best of your ability, man. And keep the faith, man. You got to keep the faith of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Yahushua, man. This place is over with, man. You trying to save what you got in this life, you gonna lose it, man. You see it on the news, man. You finna lose what you got, man. You people out here steady trying to hold on to the little bit of bullshit that you got, man. Man, this damn whole fucking society is finna collapse right before your face, Salakia. About to just collapse right in front of your face, man. And you people still out here going out here and getting booster shots, Salakia, Maxine after Maxine, and trying to continue to do your thing in this place, man. This shit is over with, man. Verse 9, we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. For judgment reacheth unto the heaven, and it's lifted up even to the skies. Hey, man, and this is what you finna see, man. You about to see people getting the hell up out of America, man. And you already see people that's in America starting to migrate to different states, man. Because in certain states, it's so goddamn retarded that you can't even make a living no more, man. So imagine how it's going to be in February. Imagine how it's going to be in March, April. Man, people about to start exodus, a major exodus of this place, man. This shit finna get out of hand, man. Verse 10. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our God. And this is what we're doing as the men of the Lord, man. We've been telling you people for years, man. I came in this thing in 2007, man. Been speaking this thing, man, for years, man. And here it is, man. Finally, man. Here it is, man. You people had ample time to get ready, man. Time upon time to get ready, man. So hey, man, listen, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you damn 2/3, you have no excuse, man. You have zero excuse, man, if you get caught up in this damn shitstorm, man. You have zero excuse if you don't know Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, man. Because we been out here declaring the work of the Lord, man. Been out here telling you. And before that, you had the elders, man. Dating back all the way into the 60s, man. Out on the streets, man. Verse 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his devices against Babylon to destroy. And what is that device, man? Them missiles, man. ICBM missiles and war, man. That's what's gonna ultimately wipe this place out, man. All right, when these Persians get they goddamn head out of Esau's ass and decide to take this damn wicked ass serpent out the way, man. As well as Russia, man, which is Magog and Gog, man. This is prophecy you people living in, man. Straight up prophecy, man. Whether you believe it like it or not, man. It is what it is, man. Show your unbelief make the effect of God without effect. God forbid, man. Let God be true, but every man a lie, man. And this is what you people about to find out, man. The will of the Father shall be done, man. Just like when you say in your prayers, man. Just like when you say in your prayers, man. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, man. His will shall be done, man. And his will is these prophecies, man. And these prophecies is hitting this place, man. Verse 11, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon to destroy it. Because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple, man. See, this is the will of the Father, man. Verse 12, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, these scriptures, the word, the truth. We setting this standard up, man. Up upon the wall of Babylon, meaning against Babylon, man, aka America. Make the watch strong. Don't you see? Hey, don't you see me? Hey, don't you see us watching? Don't you see the media clips in front of this video? We making strong the watch, man. Hey, listen, man. We the watchmen. We watching out for everything, man. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon, man. And this is what's going on, man. You live in the prophecies, man. The Most High is finna smack Babylon the Great, aka America, the whore that rideth upon the beast, up and down the street, man. About to smack it up and down the street, man. This place is out of here, man. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, man. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Shalom.